Hello, welcome everyone to episode 76. Welcome, priestesses, wellness professionals, healers, shamans, whatever label you use, teacher, therapist is welcome here. And so today we're going to talk about the power of your soul's love. Wait, I'm getting a little message. Not sure what this is. Okay. And so, one of the core teachings that I talk about all the time is that in order to share your unique soul's medicine with the world, you absolutely need to receive from your soul every day. Right? I've talked about this over and over and over and over and over and over and over for years and years and years, right? That it is your birthright. It is a gift to yourself. It is the everything to pause every day throughout the day to connect with your soul. All right, so I've talked about that a lot. But today I really wanted to talk specifically about, well, what is it that you're doing when you connect with your soul, which I've talked about before, but how it's incredibly the most important thing you're receiving from your soul is your soul's love. However, our ego will tell us that that's not that important, that it's cool, it's nice, okay, great. I want to receive my soul's love, but what I really need to receive is my soul's wisdom, my soul's blueprint, my soul's plan, my soul's creative ideas, my soul's solutions, my soul's healing energy. Love seems like, okay, that's nice, but I really need the other stuff. But that is a ploy of the ego structure, because the ego structure understands that your soul's love is the everything. It is powerful. And so that's what I want to talk about today, because it's so powerful, yet we forget it. And I forget. I talk about this all the time. I teach this to my clients and students, and yet I am shocked how often I forget that the number one thing I'm receiving is my soul's love. So I've really been exploring that, and I came to understand, like, oh wait, there's a part of me that's scared of my soul's love. And what is that part? Is the ego structure, right? We all have an ego structure as long as we are experiencing a human life. So it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to fight or resist. Just know you are a divine being, and you agreed, you signed up to experience a human life, which means you have an ego structure. And the ego is programmed to be the complete opposite of our soul. So it makes sense that the ego structure, you can think of it as an ego matrix, an ego architecture around you, around us, is terrified of the love that comes from our soul. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome, everyone. So before anything else, my name is Lisa Espinosa. I'm a spiritual career coach and priestess, and it is my absolute joy and honor to connect with you here every week. Episode 76, like, how did we get here? I'm so excited. Before anything else, I invite us to bring the palms of our hands over our heart, which, by the way, is one of the easiest ways to receive from your soul. Breathe into your heart. And this guidance I'm getting right now is turn on the magnet of your heart. How do you turn on the magnet of your heart? Literally just set the intention. Turn on the magnet of your heart. And this magnet in your heart is going to attract back to you all of your energy, all of your power and presence. So if any of your energy scattered all over, right, with the people that you're helping, with projects, with situations in your life, just call all your energy back to you. And if there are certain people in your life that you love dearly, that you're worried about, and that perhaps you didn't even know, oh my gosh, some of my energy is with my kids or with my mom or whomever, and maybe you have a fear of calling your energy back because you're like, no, but I want to help them, I want to protect them. Please understand that the most powerful thing you can do to help your loved ones is to fully embody your soul, to be fully present and grounded. So when you call all of your energy back to you, this is a gift not only to yourself but to everyone, because when you're in this place of fullness, of wholeness, then you can channel your soul's love. So let's all of us call back our energy. And then simultaneously, I invite you to focus on your hips, your pelvis. Maybe you bring your hands over to your knees or thighs if you need help with this, and visualize those roots going deep into the earth. And these roots of light going deep into the earth are releasing anything that's unnecessary and anything that isn't yours. So notice how what we're doing simultaneously, you're calling back to you all of your energy. And at the same time, you're releasing everything that isn't yours. Okay. And this is something we're going to do over and over. Whenever I start my sessions with my clients, we always do this practice. And so now I invite each of your souls to be here. I invite your guardian angels, archangels, all of those divine beings, including those ascended masters, right, that had human lives and then awoke, right? They ascended, they became enlightened, and they are here now as our mentors and allies. As many of you know, I love working with Mother Mary, but it's not just Mother Mary, right? It's ascended masters from all traditions. It's Kuan Yin, it's Green Tara, it's ascended master Jesus and Babaji and Buddha and Krishna, so many. So I welcome their love here. And I welcome the love of the divine, of God, of Goddess, whatever word you use, of the universe, to surround our circle, whether you're here live or watching the replay. I invoke the circle of empowerment, the circle of grace and healing, the circle of awakening and miracles and abundance to surround each of you specifically to help you share your unique medicine with the world. All right, that went a little longer than I thought, but that's okay. So let's go back to our teaching. The power of your soul's love. So why is your soul's love powerful? This is what you need to understand and remember. Your soul's love is unconditional. What does that mean? There's no conditions. Your soul doesn't have an agenda with you. Your soul isn't trying to fix you. Your soul is not disappointed in you. Your soul doesn't love you more when you do good things and less when you do bad things. You know, that's like Santa Claus or something. That's not your soul. Your soul loves you unconditionally. Unconditional love is something that our ego structure cannot understand. It is simply not programmed to understand it. So don't try to understand it with your intellect. Just know if you've been blessed to ever experience unconditional love from another human, maybe your parents, some of you might have experienced that, or maybe you've experienced it with a child, like that you love unconditionally, or sometimes you experience it with a pet, right? And so that gives you a glimpse of how much your soul loves you. And so even though your soul is always connected to you and is always sending you that love, we do have an ego structure. We are in the earth plane where there are veils of amnesia, where there are blocks and barriers for us receiving from us that block us from receiving our soul's love. We have our own fears and our own programming. We have our own feelings of unworthiness. So there's a lot that can get in the way. And so when I talk about receiving from your soul every day, and when I say that the most important thing for you to receive from your soul is the unconditional love, I really mean that. And so what happens when you receive this unconditional love? It is pristine. It is powerful. It dissolves illusion. Really think about that. It dissolves illusion. So what is illusion? Anything that's not real. The truth is we live in an upside down world, right? We live in the earth plane that has the false matrix, the ego matrix. What is matrix? Matrix is, in Spanish, the word matriz, womb. So in the earth plane, there's a lot of beautiful things, and there's also a lot of horribly painful, traumatic, horrendous things. It's a world of polarity. And so when we enter the earth plane, especially if you're drawn to these teachings, I really believe that that's part of the priestess mission. And if you don't resonate with the word priestess, that's fine. You fill in the blank. To remind ourselves and remind humanity that, wait, You are divine. That we can be, as Ascended Master Jesus said, in the world, but not of it. That you can be here in this world where there's so much pain and still walk in love. But the only way you can truly do that, and I'm not talking about people pleasing or always being positive or being afraid to look at the ugly things because you're going to be overwhelmed. That's not helpful. I'm talking about like true, like Mother Mary walked the world, like Kuan Yin walked the world, like Buddha walked the world, right? Fully awake and fully, radiating love. That requires training. And the most important training is the training of receiving love from your soul every day. So every day, I just posted this on my Instagram, this practice, right? Of every day, it doesn't even take a minute to set the intention that you're receiving your soul's love. And as you do that, you start to dissolve the illusion of separation. You start to dissolve the veils between the soul plane and the earth plane. You start to build stronger bridges between you and your soul. You start to dissolve all of the self-hatred, the unworthiness, the shame, the guilt, the trauma that is inside of you. Now, your soul might lead you to also get therapy or go do an energy healing session or go take a walk in nature or hire a coach or all sorts of things, or take a class or take a workshop. That will all be part of your healing journey. But what you can do every day consistently, no matter what is happening in your life, is receive from your soul. In fact, it's meant to be like the default, just like you wouldn't leave your house without, I don't know, brushing your teeth or whatever else you make sure you don't leave your house with. It's the same. It's the same. It's receiving your soul's love. And when I was getting ready to start, I pulled a card. It says, "Get your power back." Get this beautiful woman, "Get your power back." This is from Radleigh Valentine's Sword of Light Oracle. Get your power back. And when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah. Like when we're receiving the love from our soul every day, we're reclaiming our power. It is making you powerful, not making you powerful because you are powerful already. It's dissolving the lies that make you feel you're not powerful. And so if we go back to one of the core teachings, right? You're here to share your unique soul's medicine with the world. What is your soul's medicine made of? It is made of, if we think of it as a math formula, on one side is the training of your life, everything you've gone through in your life. A lot of times the challenging things you've gone through in your life. So when I was a middle school teacher back in Chicago, and I loved the work I did, and I was having so much success with it. I was, an award-winning teacher. There were all these amazing things happening in my career. And my soul said, your time here is done. It's time to leave this career and embark on a new path. I mean, she didn't use all those words. She just said, your time here is done. That journey of listening to that message and following that guidance when it made no logical sense is part of the training of my life. As so many other things, right? The journey of being a teenage mom and having everyone around me say, that's it, your life is over. You're not going to amount to anything because you got pregnant and all of that stuff. People that were very close to me. It wasn't just strangers that were saying this to me. It was like people I loved. And hearing all of that, feeling all the shame and all the guilt and all the terrible feelings, but still deciding, nope, my life is not over. I'm moving forward. I'm continuing to move forward. I'm following my soul's guidance. I didn't call it that then. I didn't have the language, but that's what I was doing. That's part of the training of my life, right? And so many other things. So that is part of my soul's medicine, those experiences, getting through them and coming to the other side with more compassion, with more wisdom, with more love, with more resilience. That's one part of the formula. So you as you're watching this, think about what are the trainings of your life? What makes up your soul's medicine? And so that's the first part. The next part, so it's training of your life plus your soul's love. Now, ultimately, everybody's soul's love is the same. It's all unconditional love. But the divine has gifted us with like a unique fingerprint of the divine. So your soul's love has a different flavor than anybody else's soul's love. It's a beautiful thing. It's like a perfume, it's like an elixir, it's like a fingerprint, whatever you want to call it, that nobody else has. So your life's training plus your soul's love together, they mix together to create your soul's medicine. And that is why nobody else has your soul's medicine. That is why, I see Roxana here, Roxana and Kate, and anybody else who's watching or watching the replay. Your medicine cannot be replicated because nobody else has the love, the unique love that your soul has. Nobody else has the unique experiences that you've had. And so what does that mean? That means that if Roxana or Kate or I or anyone else decide, well, I'm not going to share my medicine, that means the world doesn't get that medicine. And that is a very sad, tragic thing, right? And so back to today's teaching, the power of your soul's love. When you practice every day, 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 even if it's 2 or 3 times a day. And remember, I'm saying this can take a minute. So I'm talking about 3 minutes a day, which is nothing. We all have that time. What is happening is we're marinating in our soul's love. We're marinating, we're steeping in it. We are filling ourselves with it. We're reclaiming our power. We're saying yes, yes to your soul's love. And then you can become a broadcast, a transmission, an antenna of that love. Not just in your career. I know I talk a lot about career as a spiritual career coach, but let me tell you, when I meet with my clients, it's not just about their career. It's the person that they are in their family, with their friends, as they go to the grocery stores, as they walk in the park. And I don't mean like they're going around helping people. I mean, they might, if they're called to do that, like actually take some physical action, but it's just their presence, right? You're anchoring heaven on earth. You are transmitting love. That's why these are called transmissions, right? Episode 76, it's the Rise Up and Share Your Medicine transmission, because I am transmitting and I'm helping you also be a transmitter of your soul's medicine. So I'm really, my intention with this episode is that you start to really remember. And I always use the word remember because these are all things we already know, we have just forgotten or have been buried. For you to remember the power of your soul's love and how you receiving your soul's love every day is not just a nice thing. It's not just sweet. It's not just cute. It's not just for after, you get the other things. It is the primary thing. It is the everything. All right? Your soul's love is powerful. And when it's combined with your life's training, it is the everything. It is unstoppable. So thank you so much for being here. Let's take a moment to just, bring your hands to your heart and set that intention that I am going to receive my soul's love. And maybe you visualize it as light, but it's okay if you can't visualize. Just set the intention because that opens the doorway. And so thank you so much for being here with me. I am so excited about March. There's so many teachings that I'm excited to share. I have another masterclass coming in March, soul training. What is it called? Soul training for emotional strength, right? Like I really want you to think like, when you go to the gym, or if you don't go to the gym, just imagine, going to the gym, you strengthen your muscles. Well, this is really your soul being your coach to develop that emotional strength, that emotional power, that emotional resilience, that emotional wealth, that emotional abundance. And it doesn't mean becoming a robot that doesn't feel anything. It's quite the opposite. So I'm excited about that. And then Mother Mary has such a special masterclass and energy healing session for us in March, which is all about the chakras of your business. I know, I was like, what? And even if you don't have a business, you can fill in the blank, the chakras of your of your career, of your soul's medicine. It's like really specifically using, we're going to be working on clearing your chakras. And if you're like, what are chakras? That's okay. I will explain during the class. Your energy centers, specifically the blocks and heaviness connected to you sharing your medicine. It's like a very specific aspect of your energetic body. Thank you, Deborah. I'm so glad you're here. And so I'm just going to pull a card and then we're going to close for today. And oh gosh, and I forgot to say, if you want to schedule, I have little notes here because this is what I forget. If you need help, if you're feeling like, I know I have a soul's medicine to share, maybe you already know what it is. Maybe your brain is saying, no, you don't. But there is a block there. You keep finding yourself stalled or procrastinating. And there's no shame in that. We all do this. Or in deep fear, or maybe you're working super hard, but nothing is getting accomplished, right? Like you're taking action, but you're not getting the results. Like that's what I help with from the perspective of what is it that your soul wants to reveal to you. So you can schedule a free breakthrough consultation with me, and I will start with a short little meditation and ask you some very intentional questions to really learn what your specific situation is, where you are, where you want to be, and what is the simple solution to get you there. And if I feel like I can help you with that, I'll also share details of my coaching program with you. Okay? So if you want to do that, you can just go to my website. I'll put the link in the comment sections, but if you go to my website, lisaespinosa.net, and I think it says free consult or something like that, you can click on there. I just opened some March slots. So there are some March slots available. All right, let's see what Archangel Michael, I've been really feeling him so much, what he has to say to us, and then we will be off to share your medicine. What is your message, Archangel Michael, for all these beautiful priestesses, these beautiful beings of love that are here watching live or in the replay? Beautiful. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. All right? Be open to receive the answers to your prayers. And also remember that when you share your soul's medicine, you are the answered prayer to somebody else. All right? So we'll leave you with that. Go out and be the beautiful answered prayers that you all are. Bye, everyone.